Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? Hello, hello, hello. We'll see how the stream goes. Okay. Am I the only one who thought today was Monday? This is going to sound really weird, but yesterday was a holiday for us in Ontario here. So like my whole internal clock is like not thinking today's a stream day. It threw me off because I woke up and I started working on something and I'm like, wait a minute, shoot, I got a stream today. I can't be working on this right now. You thought it was Money Rose? Yeah. No, second Monday. Gamer subs too much caffeine. I need caffeine right now. We'll see how the stream goes today. I wasn't gonna cancel, but I am sore. We got the little guy for his birthday. We got, let me find it here because it's one of those. Let's see, Costco, Treehouse. Let me find it. We got the little guy a playground set for his birthday this year. We don't have, like, our backyard is barren, it's just grass, but we got the little guy a playground set, and it's this isn't it, but it's one of these kind of ones, you know, we're not that crazy, but it's a playground set, and it's wood, and we started building it yesterday. So the problem is it's all these individual pieces of wood. It's like the verticals are like 4 pieces that are screwed together. So you're just screwing boards together constantly. And the problem is it's so big you can't like build it on anything. So you're building it on the ground and it's hot. And you're just like hunched over with your drill, just like, and then you gotta like move it, and then you gotta, and so like my lower back and like the back of my thighs are just like, I can do this I can do, but moving around and bending over is not fun. And it doesn't help it was like an oven yesterday, so you're just like dripping sweat constantly. Yeah, recipe for soreness. Yeah. So guess what we're doing today after the stream ends and the little guy gets home from school? More of that. So yeah. Oh. Also, the instructions are like this thick. Like, let me see if I can find, like, it's insane. Gorilla, playground, playset. Is it playset? It's insane how many I don't know how you have so many parts. Like that's the thing that I don't understand is how do you have so many parts as part of this? I'm trying to find the one we got the little guy. I don't know. Gorilla playset Costco. Where is it? But I can't. Costco? Oh, here it is. This is it. Product not available. Well, maybe this one. No. Like, this is it right here. This is it right here. This is what we got him. This was his big Christmas gift or birthday gift for this year. Because we don't have anything in the backyard. He loves to climb. So we're like, we'll get him something for him to climb. And yeah. So if you wonder why I haven't been doing the Milo, I can't do stuff with the Milo until I build this. Because I have to build that. Are you ready? This is totally, I bought a snake to get the rat. So we got this for the little guy. We got this for him. His birthday's in March. So it's been sitting in my garage since March. So I want to play with the Milo. I've already run out of room on this desk. So the Milo is going to go onto the other side of the shelf. So I have the shelf here. I'm going to take over the rest of the garage. So to take over the rest of the garage, I have to build this. I have to build this so I can take the stuff that's in the garage for this and get it out. Once that's done, I can put the Milo over there. But to use it fully, I have to also build a shed. So I have to build a shed in my backyard so that I could take like my lawnmower and like the stuff that I store in my garage, I can put that in the shed. Once I have both this built so I can get this stuff out of the garage, and then I can build a shed to move the rest of the stuff out of the garage, I could take over the rest of my garage so that I could build another table so I could put the Milo over on that side so that I can actually do CNC stuff, so I can build a new mount so I could put a tube on the VZBot. So I have to build a shed before I can put the tube on the VZBot. Oh, and I need AC because right now it's 28 degrees Celsius in my garage. So, small YouTuber problems. You want to know what I do before stream? I had to start doing it again. Before I go live, I open my door, like about an hour and a half before the stream goes live. I turn my air conditioning on in the house. I open the door to the garage and I stick a fan to blow cold air from the house into the garage before I go live to cool down the garage. Before I did that, at noon, it was 30 degrees Celsius in the garage. I managed to drop it down to 25 degrees Celsius. And the time it took me to get out here and get the stream set up and go live now, we're back up to 28 Celsius. Yay. And on top of it all, the beacon mount doesn't work. The beacon mount don't work. We, and we lost the camera. And we lost the camera. 1 second here. Yeah, the beacon mount that I printed doesn't work, unfortunately. So that I didn't realize that till this morning. Because I printed these, and then I'm like, okay, well, they're printed, I'll just grab it. So here's the mount for the beacon, right? There's 2 of them. Yeah, the problem is they sit way too high up. Actually, wait, that one might work. No, that's still way too high. That is way too high. The beacon's it's got to be like down here. What's the sense range on a beacon? I think that is way too far for a beacon. I don't think a beacon will work. And those ducks ain't gonna work either. So yeah, these ducks don't work. These ducks are not in a row. These ducks are not in a row. So we got to go back to using the original one, which I don't know where I put the stuff for. Oh well. Literally, I don't know. I had to go digging through my toolbox to find stuff so I could go build the stuff. So everything's a mess right now. Why am I taking a holiday? I don't take holidays. I just keep working on stuff and it just piles up. Use some quack tape. I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work. And I don't know where the little spacers went that I had, or the screws to hold that on. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna ignore the beacon for now, unfortunately. I wanted to put the beacon on here because that's something I haven't played with, was the beacon. But what we can do, at least we can get this back up and operational again. I can easily go ahead, we'll spin it around, we'll hook up the old extruder or the old hot end and whatnot, and we'll just redo the config, and then we'll do the beacon at a later date. I could have sworn you need the long version. I looked, Nuno, there was no different version. So there is like a short and a long version, but I couldn't find it. There is no long version. So if for those wondering, the purple is what I have. That's what I need. So as you can see, the purple one comes down more. There is no long version with a beacon mount. There's only the beacon mount, which I guess is for the water cooled version. There isn't one on the repo. I didn't know that because there was only one. So I'm like, okay, well, if there's only one, there's only one. Nope. There's only one, but it's not the one I need. So unfortunately, we can't put the beacon on this. So what we'll do is we'll just go through and we'll just get it back up and operational with the original setup, but we'll do some firmware shenanigans today to get it up and going. So if anyone happens to know where the long one is, please let me know, because I kind of need it now. But yeah, yeah. Modbot, does he have the same one as me though? Does Modbot have the same Goliath air-cooled one? Make sure. I know it's the Big Tree Tech one. I was gonna wear the Big Tree. I was gonna either wear the VZBot one or the Big Tree Tech one, and I wore the Big Tree Tech one. You want to know why I wore the Big Tree Tech one? Because it was the one on top of the pile. So yeah, if anyone knows where the long one is, the mount for it, like if there is a long duck version with a beacon mount, if somebody can share that on the Discord, that would be awesome. Are there mellow shirts? I don't know if there's mellow shirts. I don't have one. I've got this one. Okay, so we gotta spin this around. Dubs in shower, cheers, $5. I have a Voron 2.4 that has old one-piece Heart K board with toolhead board. Should I upgrade to the future ERKFA V2 integration? If you want, if it's compatible, if your current setup is compatible and you're not losing anything without upgrading, then yeah. I don't know, like I'm not 100% sure what new feature you need for ERKFA V2 versus what the old bot. I'm gonna, I hate this. I'm gonna sneeze, but I can't feel it. Like I could feel like I need to sneeze, but I don't feel it. Okay, let's spin this around and get this hooked up. Okay, try not to knock the multi-dozen-pound printer off the desk. There we go. That scared the crap out of me. Yeah, that's, yeah. Well, it didn't scare the crap out of me. I thought I saw this out of the corner of my eyes. I thought it was a bug, but it's just a thing of filament. But I saw this, like, as I spun the printer around, this like went across the bottom, and I'm like, is that a bug? And it's like, no, it's just filament. Sent a link in the Discord stream. Okay, let's take a looky-loo. I think this is the one I downloaded already, though. Yeah, see, I've already did this one. This isn't the right one. This isn't the right one. Unless... I'm trying to see here because that isn't the right one, unless new pipe. Because there's this. So there's the metal bracket here. Can I drop this metal bracket down? Like, does this metal bracket go down so I can have it lower? So I could use, or is this all one fixed piece? Because I think this goes, wait, what moves on this? I'm trying to remember what moves on this. Can I drop this down? Can I drop that down? Yes, I have an FL Sun S1. It's under embargo. I can't really talk about it. So yeah, maybe I do the pipe in that, and then that'll work. Maybe. Yeah. So I guess that does slide down. I didn't know that slid down. So I could slide that down. Sent another that might work. Let's take a looky-loo. Yeah, that one won't work either. Because those are... Yeah, it's the exact same one. It's the exact same one. No, those are ones we looked at last week. Yeah, if this slides down, if I can slide this down, that'll work. But I don't know if I can slide this down. Let's take a looky-loo. Let's see what we got here. So. Oh yeah, that slides up and down. Okay. Oh, then we're okay, because I can just, yeah, we're okay. Never mind. We can put the beacon on. We can put the beacon on. So yeah, we're putting a beacon on. Yeah. I didn't realize that I could slide the duct up and down. Okay, so that means I can put this other duct on. Okay. So, which one do I need? So let's take this off. I did not realize that slid down. I am big dumb. Big dumb. Okay, so now I take this off. Okay, so I need, which one of these is the right length? Probably this one. Yeah, it's this one. So this is the one I need. So we got to put some heat sets in here. And then we have the beacon, which we're going to have to do some soldering on, because the beacon won't fit in here by default. We have to solder an extension on this. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to, because the beacon I have is the one that has this little riser on it, so I'm gonna have to desolder that and solder my wires directly to it. Yeah. So let's take a picture here so I make sure I solder these up the right way. Last thing you want to do is solder something up backwards. There we go. Okay, so we need this guy. I'll just do this over here. Got way too much stuff over here. Come on, reach. There we go. And turn that on. Is it a good idea to do this on my laptop? Probably not, but whatever. Heat sets. Two, three, four. Okay. Keep having issues with my CL tap, and something like Eddie or Beacon is starting to look better and better. They both have their pros and cons. The advantage you're going to have with tap is tap, you're actually probing the bed surface. Beacon is you are probing the metal, essentially. So you're not probing the bed surface, but it's faster and you don't have a moving part, so it's technically more rigid. They both have pros and cons. It depends on your setup and what you're looking to get out of your machine, essentially. So beacon for speed, tap for accuracy. That's one way of putting it. I don't know how much, like, tap is mechanical. So tap is, you're going to be accurate to within a microstep with tap, in theory. As long as you built it well and you have good probes, or a good switch. The accuracy of tap on paper should be more, I believe. It's hard to say. Here's the thing. They're both going to be accurate enough for a 3D printer, put it that way. Same with clicky, and they're all accurate enough to home a 3D printer. There we go. Okay, so I gotta do some soldering. This might be easier with this off the bench, but then I don't have room. So you know what? Let's get this hooked up. I'll spin it around so I'll have room, and then we'll solder. Because we're gonna have to do some soldering with Beacon here to make it actually fit. Because that ain't gonna fit. This isn't gonna fit. So what we're gonna have to do is solder the wires directly to the So we're gonna have to take off the connector and solder the wires on directly. So black, green, white, red. Black, green, white, red. Black, green, white, red. Remember that, class. That is important. That is very important. Black, green, white, red. I need your help because I'm horrible at memorizing stuff. Okay. So this is the fan. Where the fans go on here? Is this the right one? No. There we go. Okay. Fans are down here. Oh, wow. Okay. So we'll put you, fan 0. Yeah. Okay. And you are, I'm gonna go right. Oh wait, I gotta rotate you because you are you an end stop? No, you're a thermistor. Why do I have 2 wires for the thermistor on this? I gotta change this out. This is 2 wires. This is a thermistor. I gotta turn this out. So while I'm swapping this pin, don't forget, if you haven't entered yet for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, link in the video description. Enter for your chance to win because might as well. Enter for your chance to win. Everyone likes free filament. You like free filament. I like free filament. So why not enter for your chance to get that free filament? Link in the video description. Enter for your chance to win. Do this today. And while you're down there, don't forget to like the smash button if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do. Consider becoming a channel member, or if you're really cool, gifting memberships to others. And if you're thirsty, get some gamer subs. Code Canuck Creator for 10% off your order. I might have bet that too much. No. There we go. Okay. So really? Do you it's seriously like I can't plug it in. The amount of times on this build that I've had to extend a wire an inch, it's too many. It's too many times. It's getting annoying. Okay, time to do some soldering. Seriously, the amount of times I've had to do this on this build, it's not a lot, but it's enough that it's a pain in the butt. And you know what's the worst part? I probably, if I didn't trim these wires when I first built it, I probably wouldn't have to do this. Oh well, it's what it is. It's what it is. How y'all doing, class? Y'all doing good? Well, on the bright side, this reaches. So we know this reaches. Heater 0 is the bottom one. Stupid thing catching on stuff. Why are you catching on stuff? There we go. There you go. Okay. Oliver gifted 1 community membership. Cheers and appreciated. Go. Okay, so now we gotta extend this. So take a looky-loo, see what I got. Pre-made wires that I could salvage and just steal the end from. Nope. Am I gonna have to make a new wire? I might have to make a new wire. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a new wire. Oh, wait. What are you from? Oh, you're from a fan. You'll work. That'll work. Why work hard when I can work lazy? This can plug in here. It's just a thermistor. And that just connects to those. There we go. Cool. How's things been going? Good. There is, like, I'm waiting on 2 kits to come. As far as I'm aware, we'll be having builds, like fresh new builds in the next little bit. It's just we're in that weird waiting on everything to kind of finally ship and whatnot period. So, yeah, we're going to be eating good content-wise very soon. It's just right now we're kind of in a weird middle period between a bunch of builds. So. Okay, so that. This, and I'm gonna need power supply. There's the power. There's the power. Oh, come on. That ain't good. 1 second. Come on. There we go. Whew. It is funny. As soon as I move out of that fan, I could feel the heat. It's like, ooh, it's hot. Can I say what I'll be building? Stuff. Printers and things. one of them's a Fabrico kit. One's from LDO. And for all of them, I have no clue where they're going. Okay, so those are now soldered up. So why did I change it? Why not? I wanted something that was a little bit more simpler. Plus I had the Kraken and I asked you guys what you wanted the Kraken to go in and you guys said this. So. Okay, so unfortunately this is aluminum. So these don't stick, which is kind of annoying. I was hoping I could just kind of use that. So what I can do, actually, wait. This power supply's metal. There we go. Will that reach? No, that won't reach. Dang it. That screw's stainless. Nothing's magnetic. I'm trying to use the magnetic OmniFixo to hold it, and nothing's magnetic. Like, dang it. Oh well. The Doron Delta. Well, if they make a kit for the Doron Delta, I will build a Doron Delta. But until they build a kit, I won't. I only build stuff that have kits. Hey, Steve. How you doing, Steve? How's your black box build coming along? How is that? That is not going to hold. On mounting electronics this week. Nice. Okay, I think we're good. There we go. Did I put heat shrink on? I did! I didn't screw it up that much yet. Although we are going to solder again, so I don't know why I'm putting this all away. Where did I put my heat gun? Oh, over here. Oh, 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 I am stiff. Oh. Thing is, I got to get that treehouse built because the little guy's like, "Where's my treehouse?" Like, it's coming. Don't worry. It's just. Yep. Okay, so that's that. So we got the, that should be able to reach here now. It does, good. Okay, so that is all the new electronics for this. So that is, well, I'll do some wire management after. So now we gotta turn this around and start soldering on the beacon, because Gondor calls for aid or something. Get some room here. Vector 3D's Darwin build. Yeah, I saw it in person at Smurf. It's really cool. As somebody who likes those retro throwback builds, I'm actually I'm very intrigued with it. Where was the flux when the solder tip fell? You need to build lighter printers. That's what we need. Printers are too heavy. Everyone start building lighter printers. Okay. Something rolled off the bench? Probably. So, we has our beacon. So the thing with the beacon is this connector ain't gonna work. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to remove this connector, and then I'm gonna have to take these wires and I'm gonna solder them on to back here. So it is black, green, white, red. So black, green, white, red. So, or red, white, green, black. Red, white, green, black. Red, white, green, black. Okay. So now, how am I gonna get this off? I really don't want to break this. I'm just trying to figure out what the easiest way to get this off would be. So let's clamp you on. I'm gonna have to, I don't think I don't have solder sucker. That's the problem. I don't have like wick remover or something. That's gonna be my downside here, is I don't have a solder sucker. We're gonna have to like kind of YOLO this a bit, unfortunately. Yeah, some strands of wire, yeah. Because the problem is, how am I gonna, let's see, so I don't need solder for that. Like, how do I, well, usually, what is it? You put a little bit of solder on your wire to start. And that way, yeah, that ain't gonna work. How can I do this? How can I do this? Because a lot of the time you could just pull the plastic sleeve off. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, there we go. So what we'll do is I can just pull the little plastic bit off. And remember, red, white, green, black. Red, white, green, black. There we go. Okay. So now I need tweezers. Try not to melt that. Where'd my tweezers go? Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Are you at temperature? You're at temp. Okay. Got one. Oop. Got two. Got three. Four. Okay, so those are all out. Okay. There we go. That looks like it's pretty good. We're going to solder onto the back here. Okay. Make sure everything else is good. I didn't accidentally melt off any connectors. We're good there. Okay. So now I need this guy. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Okay. We got that out. See if I can pull these off. Nope. Okay. I was hoping I could just pull the connectors off, but I'm not going to be able to, so in the bin. Don't really give you a ton of extra wires for this, but I guess you kind of don't want a ton of extra wire for this. The only downside with this is there is no room for strain relief, which I really don't like. There's like no room for strain relief. Barely get at the wires. Okay, that's that. Okay, now I gotta put solder on these, tin them up. Okay. Red, white, green, black, right? Right, that was it. Red, white, green, black. Red, white, green, black. Red, white, green. I just knocked something over. Red. White. Should not have started on this end, by the way. I should have started on the far end. Nope, that ain't gonna... Where are you? Ah. This is so much fun. No, don't. Ah, dang it. Everything's moving. Wow, this is not going good. This looks like shit. There we go. That looks like garbage. Yeah, I'm redoing this. I don't like this at all. The shortness of the wires have led to a really crappy soldering job. So yeah, let's cut this and do this kind of right. That was yucky. I did not like that. Again, what are you looking at, Apulo? You sent me a link. What? Send me a link for what? Was it a DM? Oh, yeah, probably. FN makes pretty good stuff, but I've never, like, I don't have, my experience with that platform is one I built myself and the one the government gave me, so yeah. Also, I'm Canadian, so the market is different up here, so I've never even, we don't have that available up here. This is gonna be annoying. There's a, yeah. This sleeving is very strong. Not the PewTubers like it. Actually, I think the barrel in mine is an FN barrel, so. Here's the thing, it'll make holes on paper just as good as anything else. So. Okay, so now I need some sleeving. Go with this one. Okay. Form broken, or did you miss something? No, you might have to hit refresh if you joined the stream before I went live. But the form is good. Where are we at? Oh, we're up to 30 degrees Celsius out here now. But I don't see a second question, but I can fill in the answer. So there is no second question. Oh, I don't know. I'll put something. I don't know. Did I not put a question? I could have sworn I put a question. Oh, well. The only reason that there's the only reason there's a question is so if somebody comes in at a future date and goes, hey, I didn't get the email that I won, I can go, oh, what did you put for your answer? And it's a, it's not, you know, it's just a way of verifying you are who you say you are. Because I've had people try to fake winning before, and it's super annoying. Because, you know, fun little giveaway contest on a YouTube live stream, and people try to scam it, of course. Okay. Okay, so let's do this. It was what? Green, red, green, white. No. What were the colors again? I know it's black is ground. Red, white, green, black. Yeah, so. Stupid klutzy hands are not making this easy. Black, green, white, red. Okay. Black. What? Green. I don't like that. There we go. Okay, I think we're okay there. Black, green, white, red. So now I should make sure we don't have any shorts. I don't even know where I put my... I don't even know where I put it. Whatever. We're just gonna roll with it. I'm assuming it's not shorting. Yeah, we're okay. Don't know where I put my multimeter. It was in here. Oh, there it is. It's underneath the thing. You wearing shorts? I'm wearing shorts because it's now 31 degrees Celsius out here. My shitty Mastercraft multimeter. Okay, so when I go, it doesn't beep, but it does that one. So ground to positive, ground to signal. So that ground works, so 5 volt to that. Well, those are gonna, yeah, those are gonna. They're not shorted. I think that's just the way the circuit is. Okay, I think we're good. Should I'm gonna do a little bit of protection on this, I think. I'm gonna put a little bit of goop. And by goop, I mean super glue. Or by super glue, I mean hot glue. Just because there is no strain relief on this at all. Plug it into USB and find out. Yeah, we'll figure out. We'll figure out real quick once we power up the thing. Just put a little bead across it. And then we'll mount it. Hot super glue. Yeah, hot super glue. Ooh. Oh, that. Ooh. Ooh. Knocking everything over. Ready for it being garbage day tomorrow. Get rid of a whole bunch of stuff tonight. I am getting warm. So how's everyone doing? What's everyone up to? Y'all having a good time hanging out while I do whatever the heck it is I'm doing right now? Taking tips from Creality. Hey, this is an industry standard thing. I think. It's good enough for Creality, it's good enough for me. Right? Right. That's that, that's that. Close that, close that. Close that, close that. Close all those windows. There we go. Filling hot tub. Ooh. Did something change with YouTube? I don't see video description anymore. It's been kind of buggy, I think, for some people. Thing is, I really don't know how this hot glue will hold up. Once you get the chamber hot, but I just want something to hold, so it's not just the solder that's holding the wires on. I want a little bit something extra. That'll work. Okay, now I need to... Ow. Getting old sucks. Okay, heat gun. It's good enough for my FPV quadcopters. It's good enough. Although the quadcopters, I usually use a what's that? The water protection stuff. Getting old is bullshit. It is. Okay, so this fits now. Perfect. Okay. Now we need some screws. Should have some cap heads or button heads somewhere. M3 button heads. M3 button heads. Little itty bitty M3 button heads. Where are you? M3 button heads. Itty bitty M3 button heads. You are too long. M3 button heads. Oh wait, maybe the kit came with some. Oops, somebody's home. Bueno. There we go. So now we have the beacon mounted to the duct. You can see why we had to chop that. The little guy, wifey, got home from school. I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so now this is that. So let's do this so we can level it out a bit more. This is Beacon Rev E, whatever that means. So one thing I don't like, I wish this did have a more rigorous support. Because this is pretty loosey-goosey, I will say, I think. Oh, man, I really don't like having all that wire pressure be on that. Okay, so this started. Let me attach that. Quite messy on my bench. Friday's stream is a print and clean and chill. Hold me to it. We are gonna, Friday's stream is a print and clean and chill, because I've got a bunch of stuff to print for a Nerf blaster Apollo has been bugging me to build. And I really got to organize this room. And I've been putting it off. So you are gonna hold me accountable. So Friday stream, we are doing a print and clean and chill. Because this room's getting quite messy. And I gotta organize stuff. On the bright side, it is garbage night tonight, so I will be chucking a bunch of stuff. Well, and recycling night too, so. Go. So we got to figure out where to put this. So on the bright side, I can move the bed up and down really easily, manually. You 3D print a screw organizer, use a string to clean. I need to do that. Is there a good screw sorter thing? Okay, so how far away from the bed is a beacon need to be? Beacon probe. Yeah, so mine looks like this. Okay. I don't have this little 3D printed thing. Am I supposed to have that? Okay, anyways. 6 feet, what? About 2 millimeters. Where is there like a beacon works with Klipper? What if I click? .6 millimeters. Okay. Well, it doesn't help it's not flat. Does it matter if the beacon's not flat? How big of an issue is that? Because my duct is like slightly canted downward, so the beacon's not perfectly square to the bed. I mean, it shouldn't matter as long as it all moves as one, but that is a thing. We'll figure it out. Screw sorter on Discord. Let's see. Oh, well, you know, I've got this. I thought it was like yeah. I've got these. It's called the tape measure. No, I thought it was one of the automatic ones. Okay, so now I gotta get a bunch of sleeving. I don't have a bunch of sleeving. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Aha. Drop the bed. Okay, let's do some reorganization of all this cabling because this is a mess. They do exist. The automatic screw sorters do exist. I've seen them. I've seen them. I just haven't built one. Can you even see what I'm doing now? I'm wire wrapping it. wrapping, and then we'll fire this up, and hopefully I didn't break anything. That's my favorite part of the build stream, when you power it up for the first time and hopefully didn't short any electronics and it all works, right? Because it's all going to work, right? It's going to work the first time. I guarantee it. How do I know it's going to work the first time? I believe in the heart of the cards. Or something. Something, time to duel. Okay. If I were to do a giveaway in Southern Ontario where you had to actually show up to get it, how many people do you think would show up? Let me do a poll here. Start a poll. Southern Ontario free printers. You drive out. I live in Southern Ontario. How Southern Ontario? Look at a map of Canada, go as far south as you can. When Canada stops, that's where I'm at. So, if I were to go, hey, I have a bunch of printers I need to get rid of, how many people would make that trip? I'm assuming the majority is going to be no. I'm just curious. Because I've got to get rid of a bunch of printers. And, yeah. I want you over there. There we go. You're from Europe. Well, if you're from Europe, I'm sorry, but that's going to kind of screw up the numbers a bit. I mean, technically, you don't need a passport if you're in Canada already. But if you are in Yankee Doodle land, it's not going to work, unfortunately. You guys get a great view of this stream, eh? This is the kind of content you guys come here for, right? Right, maybe that one, no. Overhead. Zoom out, and then pivot. There you go, that kind of works. Why don't I take some to Murph? I will be taking some to Murph. But I can only fit so many in my car. And printers like the SV08 take up a lot of room. Put a smaller printer inside the SV08. That's a good point. Bigger car. In today's economy? Are you kidding me? So many tools on my bench. Oh, that's nothing. They all go in a drawer. It's just that the drawer's right here, and I haven't put them in there yet. With or without the power supply? With, it's already here. The whole power supply thing, by the way, it's not just power supplies. There's other components too that fall under that thing. But TLDR, it's basically the only people that whole thing really affects are vendors and importers. Like, if it doesn't affect you who already has the printer kind of thing. It affects, like, you know, Fabrico importing them, or, you know, Bamboo selling them in their warehouse. But I'm just gonna say this. It's don't get me wrong, cheap printers are nice. It's always nice to get cheap stuff. But we all know that a certain market is able to sell stuff for cheap because they don't have you've seen the, you know, there's a reason a lot of live like videos are from shops in that location. So, you know, when safety standards are lower and what, you know, wages are lower, yeah, there's going to be cheap printers. There's going to be cheap stuff from a certain economy, but that never lasts forever. There's a reason companies move from one place to another. So the era of cheap printers was only ever going to last so long. Isn't it nice when companies have the foresight to realize that the gravy train and the markets change over time, and, you know, take precautions against that? And, you know, oh, they're expensive. And then all of a sudden, oh, well, actually, maybe it was not such a bad idea that they in-housed all their production and, you know, are not reliant on overseas vendors for the majority of their components. So there are several companies that have been kind of smart at the cost of being a little bit more expensive. But now they're completely not affected by stuff like that. So, yeah. Cheap manufacturing is moving to India. Yeah. Well, Vietnam's been doing that kind of stuff for a while. Like, isn't most, like, a lot of clothes, like, I know Nike. Is it Nike? It was like the big Vietnam user for a bit. Like, it is what it is. But you're gonna see vendors from all kinds of different places. There we go. So now we have Beacon installed. So now Beacon just plugs in, right? It's just USB. So I just plug that in. Okay. So now I can actually turn this printer on, I think, for the first time. So, put you in the middle there. See how that goes. Okay. In Vietnam and Bangladesh are big for clothing, but yeah, you sell, yeah. Now we power the printer up. Okay. Here comes the part where I'm not going to bother turning this around. I'm just going to assume that I did it all right and we don't get sparks. If we do get sparks, I am going to record it on my camera phone so I can at least use it for content. So, I don't know. Huzzah. 3, 2, 1, contact. Well, that was kind of anticlimactic. Does the beacon have a light on it? I don't know. The lights just kind of turned on. Nothing happened. It's just like, oh, the lights are on. I should probably put a jumper on that. Probably put a jumper on that. 1 second here. BTT KRAKEN, there we go. So it's the bottom one is 24 volts. Probably put a jumper on that. If you don't have a jumper on your fan, nothing happens. It's not being fed anything. But I do want to feed it something. So let me, what is it? It's the bottom one. The bottom one. Okay, put a jumper on. Hopefully you can hot swap jumpers. I don't think it'd be an issue. I'm not going to bother turning it off. Bzz. No, we're good. Okay, cool. So that's that, that's that, that's that. Okay. Are we online? Are we online? Quick start printers. BZBot 330. We're online. Neat. Cool. Now we got to go through and adjust everything. Are there any makers genuinely using MKS boards? Maybe. Most people that are going the DIY route seem to have Duet, BTT, and Mellow Fly boards are kind of like the current crop of go-to. Okay, so now first things first, let's update everything. Why? Because it's all out of date. So I understand the risk. Start update. Update everything. It's all out of date anyways. Might as well update everything. Then we got to flash the KRAKEN. And then we can move on. I am cooking, so we might end up doing the software stuff next week. We'll see. I am cooking right now. It is warm in here. It is 32 Celsius now. Whew. It is hot. It is hot. What are we at? We got 330 people here. Oh, cool. Hi, everyone. Make sure you like the smash button. I gotta find where is the good guide for flashing these again? BTT KRAKEN. I need to flash this thing. Where is the instructions for this? BTT KRAKEN. Firmware. There you go. Fix their QA issues. BTT's been pretty good for quality assurance on most of their recent stuff. It was mostly like during like the SKR era that they had a lot of issues, in my opinion. They've definitely improved quite a bit in terms of their regular product QC. For a while they were kind of Which version of the KRAKEN do I have here? I don't even know. Does it even say on here? I don't know if it says on here. I think it's just KRAKEN. Is there only one version of the KRAKEN? Printer config first. I already have a printer config. I have a whole printer config already. But the thing is, it's a printer config for a different board. So we're just going to go through and swap all the pins. Updating done. Cool. There we go. So that's done. So everything's up to date there. So B. That's not what I wanted. CD. There you go. We're in. 35 months of cool builds. Cheers. Install. Okay, you know what? Let's make some room here. I'm out of room. This goes here. This goes there. This goes in there. That goes in there. You go there. You go there. You go there. You can go in here. You can go in here. Oh, here's my tweezers. There's that. Jeez. Okay. Derek gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers and appreciate it. Okie dokie. Actually, do I have Kiao in here? I think I have Kiao in here. Do I have Kiao in this? I think I have Kiao in this. Yeah, I do have Kiao. Okay. Do you want to update Kiao? Let's update Kiao. Yes. Please restart Kiao. Okay, cool. So now we need to, what is it, advanced? Firmware, build, and flash. Okay. CM32, 723. STM32H723, 128 kilobit bootloader. Clock reference is 25 megahertz. Communication USB on PA1112. We're on USB. Okay, we're good there, I think. Bootloader. What is the bootloader for? Oh, that's for Marlin. Okay, cool. Is that for Marlin? Yeah, that's for Marlin. I don't need to worry about that. Okay. Okay, so escape. Yes. Okay. Compiling. Now it's doing all this. So you update the firmware and run it with the wrong pin numbers. Usually, in the vast majority of times, if you have a Klipper will error out usually, in this kind of situation. Like right now, it's not talking. Like right now, nothing's happening because it's trying to talk to the controller. The controller doesn't have Klipper on it. So right now, nothing can happen. What can theoretically happen next is, right here, we're gonna flash Klipper on it. If the pins happen to be the same and it doesn't error out on startup, and like a pin for like an end stop pulled high is now heater, this is what happened with the Creality, whatever their Creality all-in-one controller is, the speed board or whatever the heck it was called. Where if it assumed you were plugging it into an Ender. So if you plugged it into a 3D printer that already had Klipper flashed on it, but it wasn't an Ender, but it had the same STM, it had the same MCU, but the pins were different, it would basically cause the thermal runaway on startup. But usually, if you do it, Klipper will error out because like the heater is not registering or something. So it has to be a controller that is similar enough that some of the pins are there and they just happen to be configured correctly-ish, but it's not like, it's got to be like a very specific circumstance for that to happen. Okay, regular flashing method. Can we just do the regular flashing method? How to flash. Make flash. Do make flash. It's in USB. Let me unplug the beacon just to make sure. I don't want to accidentally flash the beacon. It's USB. MCU1. It's already got Klipper on it, but continue. Flashing failed. So here's the thing. Do we already have Klipper? Is this already running Klipper? Like, where? Like, it's already running. Okay, it's already installed. CPAP's working. Yeah. So it's immediately going into thermal runaway. So let's unplug the CPAP, because that is annoying as heck. Wow, those caps have a ton of juice in them. Turn off. Those caps have a ton of juice in them. So that's nice. It already has Klipper installed on it, so I don't have to flash it. It's always good to know. Okay, turn this back on. I just didn't want to listen to a CPAP the whole time. So now we wait. Come on. Because this is the fun part, where I basically, where's my downloads? Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. So now, downloads, pins. We need to go here, go to machine, go to printer.cfg, and we need to update all our pins to the new pins. So for example, so we've done our MCU, but our what is this fly? Temperature sensor fly Super 8. Yeah, we don't have this anymore, so this goes bye-bye. So we don't have an MCU thing. Or MCU Raspberry Pi. Yeah, we can leave that one. That doesn't really affect anything. Temperature sensor Raspberry Pi. Sure, we'll leave that. Stepper X. So now I need to go through and adjust all of these. We're gonna leave the stepper motors because I'll be honest, I'm getting hot in here. So I'm thinking we might do this the next stream because it is getting warm in here. I'm cooking. I'm cooking, and I don't think sitting here and referencing pins while it is now 33 degrees Celsius in the garage is gonna be fun. It is getting hot in her. Plus I got to figure out which motors are which, but we can do some of them. We'll start. Turn on the CPAP. Yeah, but it's really loud. CPAP's really loud. But here, let's see. Let's find fan. So fans, we got fan print cooling. So this is the CPAP fan. So this is PE7 now. PE7, hardware PWM fault. And this is the hot end fan. So the hot end fan is now PA0. Which that didn't change. That's still PA0. That's good to know, I guess. So that means on paper now, theoretically, that shouldn't start on thing. But now we got to fix the heaters. So let's do the heaters. So let's Let's at least get our heaters go right. So the extruder would be PB1. Or no, this is PB1. And then the heater pin itself is PF6. PF6. And then the bed is PF5. And then the sensor pin is PB0. Okay. So now, theoretically, it shouldn't error out. It's still going to error out. PE7 is used multiple times in the config. So yeah, it's going to be a problem. Because it's used here for a CS pin, and then down here for that. So yeah, and there too. Yeah, it's a CS pin. So we're going to have to go through and adjust all that. And I got to figure out which motor's which, because there's two are crossed. So we got 20 minutes. I'll end the stream at 4 because I don't want to go diving through all this shenanigans cooking because it's hot. It is. I'm getting warm. I'm getting really warm. So what do you guys want to do for 20 minutes? For the next 20 minutes, what do you want to do? I got to figure out something to do for 20 minutes. And then I'm going to make dinner. And then I'm going to go outside and cook while we build more little guy stuff. And then I got to get working on this week's video. Assume that AC has not been installed yet. Oh, AC is installed. This is powered up. This is fully powered up. But the way Klipper works, see how it's erroring out? Because it's erroring out, it won't like do anything. It won't do anything. Like, because Klipper's erroring out. So Klipper's going, ah, I'm broken. And it won't like put power to anything. The only thing it'll do is fans. What am I doing, sir? Well, the plan is to get a mini split out here, but the budget ain't quite there right now. So min temp. Well, right now we're not even getting to min temp because there's errors with the config. Are 6609s good stepper drivers? Has anyone in chat used 6609s? This is the first time I'm even hearing of them. What's a 6609? TMC. MC6609. I've never heard of a 6609. How much is just an AC? There's no point in putting AC out here. If I'm going to do something out here, like I'm already starting to glisten. I need a mini split. If I'm putting heat out here, if I'm putting AC, I need heat too. Because like running a little space heater like I did last winter was not practical. Yeah, mini split. I need a mini split. Easy 6609. I don't think it's Easy 6609. There's the 2209. Where are you seeing 6609? Oh, no, that is Easy 6609. What the flip is 6609? I've never heard of 6609. So what's the advantage of a 6609? Okay, here we go. Here's the specs. So the same voltage as a 2209. So that's a 2209. Max current's the same. It's got UART mode. It doesn't have stealth chop. It doesn't have spread cycle. It doesn't have stall guard. So they look like they're just worse versions of 2209. So then why would you go with them? Are they cheaper? Okay, for 5 pieces of 6609s versus... They're not even cheaper. They're more expensive. So yeah, I don't know why you would go with 6609s. 2209s do what they do, but better. That makes no sense. Yeah, just look like, here you go. They they're same supported voltage, same max current, slightly less recommended current, UART mode, same sense resistor. They don't have stealth chop, spread cycle, or stall guard. So yeah, I don't see why you would want them. Just because it has a bigger number doesn't mean it's better. 2240s, 2160s are where it's at, or 2660s, because they're tanks. Why do they even make those drivers? Because it could be something as simple as when they, it could be like a bin CPU thing. For those that don't know how CPUs are made, a lot of the time they just make the CPU, like they make the wafer and the chips come out for the CPU and they test them. And the ones that can run at a certain voltage, those are the ones that run at a certain like megahertz, that's where they land on. So it's just whatever comes out of the factory is like, you're like, okay, we got these. What can we do with them? Okay, these ones run faster, so these will sell as the higher end ones. These ones, you know, oh, they got a dead core on them, so we'll sell them as dual cores instead of quad cores. Like, that's just kind of how the silicon lottery works. So it could just be 6609s or 2209s, but the fab they didn't come out good, and it's like, well, they functionally work, but like these parts don't work. Or we deactivated them or something, and I don't know. It could, I don't know. It is really hot in here right now. It is getting muggy. It is getting muggy in here. Wait, what are we at? We're at 30, no, oh no, it's stabilized. We're at 33 Celsius and 55% humidity. Oof. Don't think they're 2209s. You're right, they're not. They're GC. What are GCs? Oh, is GC like a clone thing? Like how they got the GD STM 32s? Or the GD 32s instead of STM 32s? Is it kind of like that thing? I don't know. What's the temp outside today? Outside right now, it is... I don't know. My Google's not telling me the temperature. Where's my temperature? Widget? Where's the temperature? Weather network. Okay, where? What's this going on? Okay, it's currently 30 outside. No. It's currently 30 outside with a special weather statement for hot, humidity, and thunderstorms. Awesome. Awesome. Ooh, I've been invited to a friends and family event at the Subaru dealership. Fun times. 12 Celsius where you're at? Where are you at where it's only 12 Celsius right now? You guys want to open the FL Sun S1? Well, too bad. I can't. I have no room for it. I literally can't get it over here. I can't get it over here. If you look at the gap here, I can't get it through the gap. I can't. It doesn't fit. I have to bring it through the house to bring it out to the garage. It doesn't actually fit. It's too big. It's too big. It's huge. I actually have it like stuck on the other side of my lawnmower over there. I couldn't even get it in the house. I feel sorry for the delivery person because mine didn't come on a pallet. Everyone else's came on a pallet. It is huge. It's probably going to go up here. I'm hoping if I can get the plan is actually to get it open this week and start doing testing on it and do a video on it, like a proper video for once. I want to do a video on the laser too. But I just don't have the room. So what will probably happen, I'm probably going to move the Milo. Once I get the deck built or the little guy stuff, the Milo is going to move to a shelf. I have a table on the other side here. It's going to move to. And then you might see something big on here covered on live streams for the next like couple weeks. So until we build a wire EDM, because that's also where the wire EDM is going to live. Because it'll be wire EDM and laser on this. Outdoor stream for the FL Sun. That wouldn't be a bad idea. I do have decent Wi-Fi, so I could do that. Might do that. I might bring, heck, when I go on vacation, if I have a small printer, I might bring a small printer with me on vacation. So I can do a stream out in the woods. Okay, so we got 10 minutes left. We're gonna end the stream at 4 because I am cooking, and then we'll finish up the firmware shenanigans on this next stream. We'll do that. That'll be a nice Saturday night stream. It's just firmware shenanigans on this. So we got 10 minutes left. So if you haven't entered for your chance to win some Polymaker filament, link in the video description, enter for your chance. And then also while you're down there, check out the other links, go buy some gamer subs or something, 10% off, code Canuck Creator. The FL Sun is pretty big. Yeah, it is. I don't think I can, yeah, I can't move it. It's vertical right now. The box is this tall. The box is about this tall, and it's about this big. It's flipping huge. I don't even know what is the print volume on it. I haven't actually, I'll be honest, I haven't looked up the FL Sun S1 specs at all. It's got a CPAP, closed loop. I don't think it's running Klipper. I thought it was running Klipper. Apparently it's not running Klipper, which is gonna be interesting. It's got LiDAR, it's got the easy calibration, all that. Filament detection. Smart zone heating, filament dry box. So it's 320 by 430. Nice. So it's 320 circular and 430. So it's got a quad core arm. Fully integrated touchscreen. It doesn't tell you what firmware it's running. Apparently it's running its own stuff. So it'll be interesting what it's running. 36 volt closed loops motors. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. What are they even selling this at? What is the market price on this? 2,300. Okay. What is the T1? Does anyone have a T1? And this is Canadian price, by the way. It's Canadian price. Does anyone have a T1? Actually, now that I think about it, this was what they wanted to send me originally, was a T1, and then they sent the S1 probably. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. If it's running Klipper, if it's running a fork of Klipper, they have to disclose that. And they have to release their source and all that. And I don't know. So the first thing I'm going to do is dig into it to make sure it's not Klipper, which there's easy ways to tell. For example, if it's running Klipper, what you can do is if you have a, let me find one. I think Big Papa Joey P is set up for that. Yeah. So what you can do is Klipper, because you can network multiple Klipper printers together. If they're trying to do something shady, where you basically say it's not running Klipper and run a completely different interface like this. So it's Klipper in the background, but you're running a completely custom UI to try and hide the fact you're running Klipper. What you can do is you can just add it to another printer with Klipper. And if it has Moonraker, it'll talk. And you can go, well, if you say you're not running Klipper, but I can talk to it. They said FL Sun OS. Creality calls their operating system Creality OS, and that's Klipper. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Pull the libraries. Well, I don't, they haven't like released anything. I don't think that like they have a GitHub page for it yet or anything. So I'm just happy we got the beacon on here. Like, I'm just happy. Like, that's actually a nice package. There you go. There's, I don't like how unsupported this is. I'd much rather if this mount had the rigid connectors that the original one did, where you have a vertical connector. I don't like how floopy that is, but it is nice we got a beacon on it now. So we do have beacon now, so that's... got that going for us, which is nice. RatRig have RatOS. RatOS, I actually really like RatOS. RatOS, it's really nice what you can do when you're only developing for a limited segment of the market. For those that don't know, RatOS is Klipper, but it's basically it's kind of like, it's another layer on top of it. So you have Klipper, you have the Moonraker API layer, and then you have your interface layer, which is mainsail fluid or Octoprint. RatOS is on the interface layer, but it does a lot when it goes to setting up the original printer, because it goes through, like, it basically auto builds your printer.cfg based on what you tell it. So it's actually really nice because you can go like, hey, it's a RatRig this version. It has these motors. It has this controller. It has this volume, and it just auto populates your config based on, okay, I'm running the high voltage motor. It's a 200 build volume. I have a CPAP fan. Like it auto does all that instead of having to like Ooga Dooga Neanderthal in a printer.cfg. So it's like Kiao, but better. Kinda. Is CPAP cooling that useful if you only print ABS and ASA? Nope. But that's what the kit came with. That's why I didn't put the side curtain on. This kit came with side curtain cooling. I didn't bother with it because this machine pretty much only prints ABS and ASA and whatnot. So you basically, you want enough cooling to move air around so that you get nice clean overhangs and whatnot, but you don't want to shock cool it. That's the problem. Like Stefan, I'm pretty sure, did a video on it. A bunch of other people have done videos on it. I haven't, because other people have already done videos on it. But the faster you print, the weaker your prints are. It's just nature of the beast. Especially when you're printing materials like ABS and ASA, when you are blasting them with cooling, you're basically causing the plastic to shrink inconsistently. Like in a perfect world, you want to print the whole print hot and let the whole thing come to room temperature homogeneously. You want it to cool evenly. But if you're sitting there blasting it with cooler, yeah, you could do a really quick benchy, but that bench is going to be weak. And if you're trying to print a full plate of parts over 20 hours, you're going to have problems. How is the Helldiver's armor coming on? It's good. I just got it's at the final stage. I just need to wet sand it. I need to do one more hand sand, and then a final prime and wet sand, and then I'm ready for paint. It's just, I've been working on the little guy's playhouse. That's been like my free time for the last little bit. And then I also have the big iron I gotta do. Is Beacon a replacement like for tap? Beacon is a bed probe. There are multiple different bed probes. There's multiple different ways of doing Z homing on a 3D printer and bed probing. Beacon is one of the options. It's not a replacement for tap, it's an alternative for tap. Just like tap is an alternative for beacon. And both of them are in turn alternatives for a BL Touch or a regular inductive probe, or something like Clicky. They're all alternatives to each other. They all have pros and cons. So. You finished your Quasar cannon? Ooh, nice. I'll be honest, I haven't played Helldivers in a little bit. I'm not gonna say I got burned out. It's just for like a good period of like a month or two, I was playing like a couple games a night with the guys. And I'm not gonna say I got burned out, but I think I took a little break. So I'll probably get back into it in a little bit. It's just, I don't know. I want to start playing Elden Ring again. I know Shadow of the Erdtree is coming out soon. So I need to start playing Elden Ring again. I also do want to play a Fallout New Vegas playthrough. Gotta get the muscle memory back for Elden Ring. Yeah, I know. Well, when I first played through Elden Ring, the first time I played through it like near when the game came out. And I didn't, like, I followed, like, some guides and whatnot. Like, you know, go, you know, this is how you fight, get to this boss. Is that, like, I didn't cheese, but I kind of played it naturally. And by playing it naturally, I used summons. So I used summons a lot. Black Knife Tish is my bae. But I use summons. I use the Moonveil, or is it the Moonveil Katana? Moonveil Katana? Not Moonveil. What's it? Not Moonveil, because that's the big sword. Or was that the Moonlight Greatsword? I think, yeah, it was Moonlight Veil. So I used Moonveil Katana. I did a bunch of that stuff. So I beat the game easy. I beat Melania, but when I fought Melania, after like an hour of playing it myself, with a summon, I got her to second phase, and I'm like, I'm done like throwing my head in the wall, and I just summoned somebody, and we both beat her. So it's like, cool. So I beat the game, but I never did like the solo purist playthrough, so I might do that. Probably guess I just got Nighthawk, but don't know if I'm going to Beacon or Tap. Beacon can't connect to Nighthawk, if I understand. Okay, so Beacon, the off-the-shelf Beacon has to have its own MCU. So you have to run the wire to the Raspberry Pi because it runs on its own MCU. However, Klipper can now natively talk to inductive probes. Or correction, to eddy current probes. But I don't know if you can just buy an off-the-shelf eddy current probe and make it talk to Klipper yet without some other like PCB stuff. So I'm not too sure, but as of right now, Beacon needs to talk to the SBC. It needs to talk to the Raspberry Pi directly. Do you stream your gaming too? I do have a Twitch channel. I actually streamed a bunch of Baldur's Gate last year, and then after Christmas I kind of stopped. I just got busy. But I might start streaming again some games, we'll see. But I do have one advantage of the Twitch. If you have Twitch Prime, go sub to my Twitch channel, Nero 3D Gaming. I think I have a link in the description or on the YouTube page or something. Because if you subscribe to the Twitch channel with your free Prime, you get the same benefits as you do if you're a YouTube member or a Patreon supporter. Because I set that up for two reasons. One, a backup. Because, you know, as we found out in March, that at any point, because I do cosplay stuff, YouTube might flag the channel and take my streaming privileges away. So it's nice to have a backup already set up just in case. So there's that. And then also, hey, if you have Amazon Prime and you link it with your Twitch account, you get a free sub a month. And if you sub to my Twitch account for free, essentially, you get all the benefits of being a channel member without having to pay. So that's just something I did because, hey, why not? So to run Nighthawk and Beacon, I just run a Beacon cable, and then yeah, you would run a cable for Beacon and a cable for Nighthawk. Simple as that. Nighthawk 36 is supposed to have a USB hub for connecting things like Beacon. That would be nice. That would be nice because it's USB. You can daisy chain USB, right? I mean, if you want, you could just buy a USB breakout board and put that on your toolhead too. Yeah, here you go. Oh, what's this? Long-awaited orbiter extruder toolhead board. Like, there is a package for you. Oop. There's a nice compact package for you. That's a nice little package. 4 p.m. Get out of the garage. Yeah, let's do this giveaway. I am toasty. I'm just gonna admit I am toasty right now. If you did not enter, you'll have another chance on Friday. Friday's stream is going to be a print and chill and clean stream, as I really got to sort out this garage. We got to make some room. So we can. I got some projects that are. Put it this way. As of right now, there are 3 builds potentially in the docket. Positron, a Prusa kit, if you know, you know, and then XL. So those are all up and coming-ish at various states of guaranteed. So We're gonna need to make some room. Okay, I need a number between what is it? It's 25 and 32, or 33. 25 and 33, because that's what the temperature of the stream started at and what it ended at. 6 is 28. That works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Cool. Right around she goes. Where she stops, I don't know, because we don't have the random line. Oh, we do. We do. Is that it right there? Is that the random oddball line? Well, it didn't land on it this time. It never does. Sambo Jones. Sambo Jones. That sounds like somebody who would headline an 80s bar. Sambo Jones. Sambo Jones. Congratulations, Sambo Jones. You have won yourself a spool of filament from Polymaker. You'll get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament. So, golf claps in chat. Golf claps in chat. What am I going to make for dinner? What am I going to make for dinner? I need to make something for dinner. Something quick. Sambo Jones, and he's in chat too. Everyone golf claps for Sambo Jones. Set. Where is that? Polymaker winner. Copy, paste. There you go. You should have the You should have the email now. Hot Pockets? No. I need food. That's not food. Okay. There we go. Okay. Call it there. I'm hungry. I need food. And I need to get out of this garage because it is insanely hot. So we'll carry on with this on probably Saturday night, because Friday is going to be an organizational stream. We really got to get this room cleaned up. So we'll carry on with this on Friday or Saturday night. We'll finish the configuration shenanigans and get her up and running again. So again, huge shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament we gave away this stream and every stream. Shout out to Big Tree Tech for providing the Kraken we are using in this rebuild here. Shout out to Apollo for giving me the beacon at Smurf there. And if you are thirsty, go buy some gamer subs. Code Canuck Creator, get 10% off. And I think we'll call it there. Yeah. For those that donate to the channel, gifted memberships to others, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. Not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. You make it all possible. And it's hot out here. I'm going inside. I'll see you on Friday. Goodbye. Why didn't I use Eddie? Because Eddie is going in something else.